All right. So the sixth principle for loving living is ask. This is a mature question that infers or that says, who shall I serve next? The real query of the self, however, is what should I do now? Or where am I going? Or why am I here? So this is like beyond this, just like, okay, sir, you want this? I'll give you this. If you want that? I can help you there. This is like, okay, now what am I really, what's the best way to use, my gift and skill and talent and genius, and why am I here? So that's the real question that each of us is going to ask at some point in our lives. And so this chapter in the book dissects the significance and power of asking for what one truly wants and needs at heart. Okay? And so Cypress, Cupressus sempervirens, is the oil that we use. Now Cypress is also known as the knee oil, and it was traditionally used to support the circulatory system. So it has a herbaceous aroma that's really delightful, and it gives you a feeling of security and grounding. And you directly inhale it, you can diffuse it, you can apply it topically, and you can use the oil to make quote-unquote unreasonable asks, okay, that you can't imagine being fulfilled. And then you should just note the results, okay? Note what happens in your life as a result of your making that request of yourself. All right, now the seventh principle for loving living is receive. The profound truth is all questions are answered, right? All inquiries into the unknown are justified and heard. So this chapter explores how preparation through practice of the first, 7 principles, renders one open and ready to receive. And the oil for that is your lemon oil, and that's citrus limon. Taken internally, lemon is an excellent source of D-limonene, best antiseptic, and the component, the constituent in the lemon that is so supportive. And you use it to boost your body's natural defenses. It builds your immune system. So it's an instant pick-me-up, and it promotes energy and mental clarity. And it's just an excellent oil. And you use it to subtly open yourself up to receive all the good that awaits you in the world. Okay? That awaits you in what they call the spiritual escrow. Another oil that you can use for receiving is spruce oil. Historically, spruce was used by Native Americans in their ceremonies. Okay? And it's also used to help the respiratory system and as an immune stimulant. So it has similar properties to the lemon oil. And use it to revive your dried flower arrangements and to spruce up your home and your spiritual bath to receive more good. So the 8th chapter of the book, Spiritual Warrior's Guide to Forbidden Wisdom, 9 Oils for Loving Living, is struggle. Now, the blades of grass struggle to stand tall, and then they burst through the slab of concrete, right? So they are victorious. There's always a struggle, but there doesn't always have to be this dedication to what hurts or is a pain. Something's a pain and you say, okay, we got to struggle. No, you don't have to be in pain. You want to get through it. You want to process through it. So struggle is a stage. It's a stage of constriction, and it denotes the transition before there is a necessary expansion. Okay? And this chapter goes into why that's so. And so the oil that we use for that is clove oil. Syzygium aromaticum is the Latin name, and traditionally it's used for its antiseptic properties, and it's an important ingredient in the tested antimicrobial blend that kills 99.9% of the microbes that are negative in the air, and contains a high amount of eugenol, clove does, which as well as analgesic, and regulates the body's natural response to stress. So that's an excellent oil to use. Then there's also patchouli, which is very good in the face of struggle. And that's Pogostemon kablin. And in addition to combating negative emotions and helping you overcome bad habits, patchouli has historically been used to help relieve nausea. Even ylang ylang, Cananga odorata, is a wonderful oil for struggle, because it helps you to relax, and it helps you to balance your emotions, and it helps you control negative feelings such as frustration and anger, And you may have heard that it also helps balance the male-female energies. And so you use each of these oils to combat feelings of frustration and sadness that arise when you're faced with too much sadness. And, let yourself feel the feelings transmute into calm and understanding, because that's what you want on the other side of struggle. All right? So the 9th principle for loving living in this book is expand. And another word that I have next to that is become. Expand or become. Everything is everything. That's the traditional saying, and everything is growing or expanding. The universe is a never-ending, it's on a never-ending journey towards oneness. And in order to facilitate that with an oil, we'll use frankincense. That's Boswellia caudarii or Boswellia sacra. And frankincense is used to support skin health, as many know. It's also used for connecting spirits. Frankincense is used on the body for anything that occurs, anything that's upset. Frankincense is called upon to use. And so the oil is very, very strong and very, very helpful and very, very adaptable to whatever a person needs. And so I say that you should use it to release the myopia and stringency that you have in your life. I mean, everybody's like this, maybe that's just me, but I'm picking up on it. And that's why I want us to, recognize that we can expand and be about becoming. And frankincense can help us do that. Expand the breath of the heart. Okay, expand the love. We want to be loving living. And the 9 principles express in all life forms. And they're part of the various, universal laws that people talk about. So these are the 9 principles that I picked up on that are inside of the Fatiha, which says, in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. All the praise is due to God, Lord of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship or serve. You alone we ask for help. Guide us in the straight path, the path of those whom you bless, not those who earn your wrath, nor the strayers. So that is the 9 principles of loving living, based on the Fatiha key from the Holy Quran. And if there's any questions, just give me a holler. Peace and blessings. All right.